Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, another video. I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking going into this next week. Today is Sunday, and yeah, another week of trading ahead of us. And here's what I'm thinking so far with all of it. Honestly, I'm kind of lost a little bit. I feel like I'm suffering from too much information at this point about everything, and like I have so many different like strategies that I'm thinking of and ways to trade and all of that it's like it's convoluting, and it's hard to like stick to one, pick one, and then invest everything into one. I heard someone say this before, but all strategies work. What doesn't work is jumping around between different ones, and that's what I'm struggling with right now, because I can't seem to figure out what I want to go with or commit to. Let me give you the pros and cons of a few of the ones that I'm thinking of. First strategy I'm thinking of, motion model. It is based off of reversals, SMTs, inverse fair value gaps, that type of stuff. It also requires daily bias, and then obviously draws in liquidity, that type of thing. And then the other strategy that I was thinking of doing, and that I tried for a bit and had success with, is the continuation model, which is basically after the reversal, just taking trades up to the draw liquidity after you get confirmation. The difference between these two is, I think, simply the entry model, and also entry model is definitely different, and then also the risk to reward is also different. For the motion model, the reversal strategy, the SMT one, you're going to be risking less with higher reward, because it's usually like a 2-to-1 RR, and then the continuation model is usually a 1-to-1 or 1.5-to-1, so it's a little bit less. But I think that I don't have a problem with either of them. I think they could both work. I like the reward that I feel, the like satisfaction that I feel of taking a good trade that gets me a 2-to-1 RR or 3-to-1 RR, because the reversal usually is a bigger move than just a little bit of continuation. But then my win rate might be lower with that, and that depends. That can be upped probably the more that I work on it. With a continuation model, I'm probably going to have a higher win rate just because my risk factor is a lot lower. It's a 1-to-1, so it's a lot easier for profit to just go up really quick and hit it. I'm not waiting for these huge swings or huge movements. And that's also kind of satisfying, because I'll be taking more wins instead of maybe having more losses with it. But also, like, think, if I take one good trade with that and then I lose the next one, I basically destroyed all the progress that I did in the previous trade, so I'm back at 0. So I think that might be harder to overcome than having one where it's like, okay, I took a good trade, this is good, I could lose 2 trades before I break even with this one that I just did. You know, so there's some leeway there. I could take a loss in the next one, but I'll still be up, and that gives me a chance to make, after that, have another good move. Also, trade frequency, that's also a big thing. If I'm making 1 to 2K off of these bigger reversal trades versus maybe 500 that I would risk on a smaller continuation trade, I'm going to be taking fewer trades. I'm probably going to be looking for higher probability setups, A+ setups, which is a good thing. I think with the continuation model, I'm going to be forced to take entries that won't necessarily be the best. And for the reversal strategy, I'm going to be forced to kind of wait to take really good strategies or really good setups that I'm convicted of that will play out, you know, that have a really high probability of playing out. And I like that because it forces me to be patient with it, so I'll have to learn patience, but also the reward from it will be greater. I think like I said before, continuation trading will force me into setups that I might not necessarily want to take, but I might have to risk if I want to hit a profit target, which might not be the best in the long run. I don't know if I explained the entry model for continuation, but it's basically you wait for maybe like a fair value gap or an order block to be hit or something like that after you see continuation to a certain upside, like daily buys or something, up to a draw liquidity that has a high probability of getting hit. That's the strategy for the continuation model. They both make sense to me. It's not that one is, I guess, harder to understand than the other, but I guess what I'm struggling with right now is I'm jumping between these two in my head, so it's hard for me to discern what I actually want to take, what I actually want to trade. Something else to consider with these is passing eval accounts. With the prop firms that I want to use, I will be able to take 5 payouts from 5 accounts on average that I could have with each prop firm. That means I'll be taking these evals, having to redo them every 2 to 3 months, which I mean I don't have a problem with because these prop firms are reliable. They're better than other ones where you don't have to do that as often. The evals are meant to be blown quick, or these they're meant to be used quick. Just take your payouts and leave. You know, you're just using the prop firms and taking advantage of what they offer. So that's another thing. Having a strategy where I could pass an eval in maybe 2 trades, that's going to be huge, because then I could immediately get straight to making the real money, you know, actually putting in the work to making, you know, actual money, like I said. So that's another thing that I think might be better with that. Instead, you know, continuation trading, I'd either have to put a higher risk, so maybe double the contracts that I use, which would be hard because the most amount of contracts that most of these prop firms give you is I think it's 3 to 5. So I can't double that and make it 10. It would be a lower, it would take more trades to pass that eval, which in the long run might hurt me, because say it takes me a week to pass an eval. That's gonna suck. That's a whole week that I could use trading to put towards, you know, the actual past like PA account, you know. And you know, if I have this other model that passes in like 2 trades, that's 2 days of trading. That's only 2 days. I have the other 3 to still put towards the other one. So that also might be really helpful if I do this other model. I think what I was saying before is that I have like the Discord and stuff for it. I have people that I could talk to and use and take advantage of and, you know, learn from and stuff. I'm paying for that for a month. I might as well use it and learn as much as I can about it before I ultimately give up and say, I don't think it's going to work. If I stick to this for the rest of, I think it's December, like towards the end of December, and remember my goal is to take at least 1 payout this year. It might happen. It might happen. For tomorrow, I'm not sure if I want to go into doing the eval. I might want to take a few days this week, to, in the real markets, use the strategy that I've learned from the motion model, backtest it more, take quality setups, be patient, don't trade every day, and see if it works. See how it works. Just learn the system. Imprint how it works into my head and see how far I get in the next few days. And then pass an eval from that, build up the account, and get a payout. That's the goal right now. If we can make that happen, that'd be insane. And it's gonna unlock so much potential for me. So that's what I've been thinking with all that. Obviously I'm still thinking about it, but I think it's good that I was able to lay all that out for you guys and kind of, you know, just go over what I'm thinking again, reiterate. Other than that though, you know, it's kind of just, it's a waiting game in a sense. You know, I'm still learning, still figuring out what I'm doing. Even though it's been almost a year now, I'm still learning every day what I'm gonna do, and I really have to just be in the mindset of just really locking in, getting rid of all the distractions, and just focusing. How bad do I want this? Do I actually care about what I'm doing? How much do I care about what I'm doing? And if I genuinely think and care for something like this, I'm gonna make it happen. It's only a matter of time. Other than that though, yeah, I guess I'll update you guys tomorrow on what happens. If I have some good trades, gotta start journaling more of them, just learning from good setups that I take, apply those to other ones that I see. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Again, I'll update you guys tomorrow. Take care.